When you think of a child who is not getting enough to eat or is going without food altogether, what country comes to mind? Is it a country far, far away across the ocean? Is it one just beyond our borders? What if I told you that hunger is a problem here in the United States of America? According to John Harrington with USA Today, the United States of America was ranked the 11th wealthiest country in the world back in 2018. That's crazy. We've made the top 25 of richest countries in the world, and we have a hunger issue. This is definitely a problem that needs to be addressed. Katie Dupree with Mashable.com states that there are 16 million American kids who struggle with hunger each and every year. 16 million kids in our country. Most of these children come from food insecure homes. What is food insecurity? Well, according to dictionary.com, food insecurity is defined as an economic and social condition of limited or uncertain access to adequate food. 20% of all food insecure families do not qualify for government assistance. Either they don't meet one or all the requirements to be able to get the assistance needed from the government, but they still struggle to get food. One of the main causes for food insecurity is poverty. Hold on, guys, I dropped my notes. According to the Vice President of Feeding America Center for Applied Research, Aaron McDonald, stated back in 2018, the overall numbers for unemployment are lower and there are jobs. But people are making choices around paying for utilities, rent, and other costs. Food is a basic need where maybe people are going without or cutting back altogether. How can we as a community help to combat hunger? Well, there are ways to do that. Because it's happening in every community in our country. That means that there are people in your community, neighbors, kids at school, co-workers who are struggling with having enough to eat. We can donate money to the local food pantries and the food banks and shelters. Money goes a lot further than food donations because most of these places can buy food in bulk, which means that they can get more for their money than if we were just to donate a box full of canned goods that may not last them long enough to feed the amounts of people that they have to feed. Some families that do qualify for government assistance, according to government programs, there are programs available such as WIC, SNAP, which used to be known as food stamps, and the school meal programs. School meal programs provide breakfast for all children free of cost and have usually free or reduced lunch for kids who can't afford to pay full price, and they have after school and summer meal programs which are usually free for all children who need them. So normally for those school programs, if you don't qualify for other government programs, you usually can qualify for the school programs. So that is something. You could maybe volunteer, see if your local school needs help with anything like that. Another thing that you can do is advocate for the raise of minimum wage. Cost of living seems to continue to go up and wages are not keeping up. According to Bill Aries, he writes that most people don't ask for help. They don't admit that there is a problem, that they are hungry, because with poverty comes a stigma and shame of being poor. And people judge They shame them for needing the assistance. And if we just could lift people up, make a difference, and help them when they struggle instead of putting them down or making them feel guilty because they can't afford food, we could definitely make a difference in our community, which in the long run could eventually make a difference in our country. Get to know the programs available in your community and just see if there's anyone in your community that needs a little extra to eat. Thank you.